An hour? Seriously? For a pregame ceremony? An hour? Over an hour?
Yeah, there's a lot of history for this team.
Oh, please. You've got the most overrated history of any of the original 16.
You really coming for me tonight, of all nights?
Yeah, because you've got your so-called legends. But they haven't won anything. You got a couple of guys with a few cups here or there, but nothing compared to what my legends have put in our trophy room.
The greatest defenseman of all time ain't nothing.
Oh yeah? He won 2 cups. That's it. Seriously. Your legends cannot compare to mine in any way, shape, or form. No facet of the game whatsoever. Mine are better.
Bet on it.
What?
Yeah, I'll wager one of my banners. We'll make a bet. Loser of the bet has to give the other team one of their banners to hang anywhere they want in their home arena.
Anywhere.
Locker room, storage closet, bathrooms, wherever you want.
All right. What's the bet?
Here's the bet. You take 12 of your legends in their prime, all time. Have to be legends of the team. You pick 12 of them. You put them at center ice. No helmets, no gloves. Line them up.
Okay.
I choose 8 Bruins legends.
Only 8?
I only need 8. No helmets, no gloves. Last man standing wins it for his team. Deal? Well?
Whatever, dude. You still have less cups than us.
Yeah, but a lot more grit.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team. That is a dub. A centennial dub. Beating the Habs dub. Not too shabby. We take those. Centennial. I don't know what I expected. I'm gonna be real with you. Was it really cool for a lot of moments? Absolutely. But the hour plus intro to the game, it's a long time. Kind of wanted to watch the game. Either way, we got great opening ceremony, great game, great crowd. If you were there, if you were part of that crowd, give yourself a little pat on the back, do a little twerk, whatever you want to celebrate the fact that you guys were the loudest crowd the TD Garden has seen in a regular season game in a very long time. I think that was by far one of the loudest crowds I've ever heard. And I'm on TV, like not on TV, but I'm watching the TV broadcast. Just phenomenal job. And the team made it easy on you. Not to take any credit away. I don't mean to do that, but it was nice to see them kicking ass. Great job. Centennial night. You gotta beat the Habs. I mean, it's an anniversary. 1924, December 1st. The Boston Bruins, in their inaugural season, their home opener, face the Montreal Maroons. And they win 2-1. They win 2-1. What happens the next 10 games? Don't look it up. What happens the rest of that season? Don't look it up. But that game, that night, they were the greatest hockey team in the world. Not really, but I just really like the movie Miracle. That was an excellent throwback. 1924, great year. A lot happened. Not all of it good, but that's okay. Pretty impressive win. You know what else is pretty impressive? The Montreal Canadiens, not as a whole, but their special teams. We're going to talk about this team a little bit. Like, comment, subscribe. Nailed it. Also, thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for those who were extremely generous during the stream, but thank you so much for joining the stream, everyone who did. We had a really good time, and we should probably do more of those. The Montreal Canadiens special teams are 14th on the power play, 7th on the penalty kill. For a team that is absolute butt cheeks and designed kind of to be butt cheeks, that's pretty solid. Like, the Bruins would absolutely take those numbers right now. And also, during the broadcast, they mentioned that on the road, the Canadiens' penalty kill is awful. But somehow they still have a 7th-ranked penalty kill because their penalty kill at home is so good. For a team that's supposed to be bad, that's really good. That's really, really good. They rank 21st in goals scored per game and 31st in goals allowed, which I looked up before this. They're actually tied for 31st. Them and the Penguins, who we just played and lost to,
And yeah, maybe I was a little harsh about that. I still stand by most of those comments. They're actually tied in the exact same expected goals against per game. Not expected. Actual goals against per game. So they're actually tied. So we are basically going from the worst defense and goaltending duo in the league to what is basically the worst defense and goaltending duo in the league. If we lost both of these games, I would likely be crying in front of you right now, sobbing like only a grown man can. They're 4-5-1 in their last 10. They have yet to have Patrick Laine available for a game this season since his preseason knee-on-knee collision with a Leafs AHLer, which has brought plenty of intrigue and controversial statements and theories. I'm pretty sure it was an accident. I don't know. They aren't scoring enough, which is obvious by their ranking of 21st on their goals scored per game. But their bigger issue is defense and goaltending. They rank 31st in combined save percentage, meaning their team save percentage, both at 5-on-5 and all other strengths, power play, penalty kill, all that stuff. According to Natural Stat Trick, their goaltending has allowed over 8 unnecessary goals this season, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is just under a 10% increase in goals allowed versus expected. That's pretty massive. That is genuinely pretty massive. It is entirely Caden Primo's fault. Primo. It's a great name for a goaltender. Because he is going to boast an abysmal .846 save percentage, which somehow gets worse at 5-on-5. That's his overall save percentage. At 5-on-5, it was an .832 going into this game. That 8 goals allowed above expected is almost all him, as Montembeault has basically performed right in line with their expectations, which, on this team, is pretty damn good. One of the weaknesses of the expected goals, in my mind, is you'll watch your guys play, and say we give up a backdoor tap-in. Somebody passes across the slot, Swayman has no chance in hell to save it. A goalie makes that save 1 out of every 30 or 40 tries, right? Like, it's literally a backdoor tap-in. That's not going to count as one expected goal, even though if you succeed on that pass, 95% of the time it goes in the net. It doesn't count as 0.95 of an expected goal. It counts as like a 0.5 or a 0.6, right? There are certain scoring chances that are not considered as high of an expected goal as they should, is what I'm saying. So sometimes the expected goals don't tell the whole story because it's a model doing its best to track percentages in the game. That's basically what it is. There are times where a goaltender had no chance on that, but it wasn't worth statistically a full expected goal. So to have an even there, where you are performing just as expected, behind a defense with a .904 save percentage for Montembeault, behind a defense that is 26th in expected goals against, so bottom 7 in the league, and 23rd in high danger chances allowed, so bottom 10. And yet your numbers are right in line with what you should be doing. They give up crazy high danger chances, but you're still a .904 save percentage, and you're not allowing more than you should analytically. Montembeault has a lot to be very proud of this season. Primo doesn't. We get to play against Primo. We're playing against one of the worst defenses at preventing high danger chances and scoring chances against, with one of statistically the worst goaltenders in the league right now. It'll remind you something of last game. You cannot have the same struggles you had last game. You can't go 2 games in a row against some of the worst defenses in the league and flounder. You can't do it. Our rankings on the other end, still rough. 32nd on the power play, dead last. 21st on the penalty kill. 31st in goals scored. 18th in goals allowed. Swayman's last sub .929 save percentage was in the middle of November. Unfortunately, he will be sub .900 in this one, but he had a pretty good run over the last 3 or so games. The lines. Geeky, Zacha, Pastrnak, Marchand, Lindholm, Brazeau, Frederick, Coyle, Kastelik. I keep saying it wrong. It's fine. They're breaking up that fourth line because they're going to have McLaughlin on the fourth line with Koepke and Beecher. Johnson's going to take a seat. He is scratched once again. Osterley, McAvoy, Zadorov, Carlo, Lohrei, Peak, and then Swayman gets the start. I was pretty surprised by them taking out Wotherspoon for this one, and Osterley had a lot of moments in the defensive zone where I thought he was very, very bad, but he also came into play on a couple goals that we scored, so the good with the bad. Resting Johnson and putting McLaughlin, fine. It's not a needle mover for me, but I was a little surprised to see that too. All in all, whatever. Just win this stupid game. Just win this game, please, God, win this game. Let's talk about this game, shall we? Puck drops! 8:15 left of the first period. Not a lot happening, and I've actually been pretty impressed with Montreal so far because they are, look, the Bruins' offense is nothing to get excited about, but they're really not allowing the Bruins to do anything in their zone. The forecheck's coming at them in waves, but they're really just not able to create much of anything. But with 8:15 left, it's just an excellent breakout play. To start, there's a nice breakout pass from our zone to get to Kostelic. Up the ice in a hurry. He's going to take the center of the ice right over the blue line. He dishes this to Frederick on the right circle, who flings it on net. It's a huge, deep rebound by Primo, who just kicks this shit out, and it's going to get all the way to Osterley at the left point, who's going to feed McAvoy at the right point, and McAvoy's going to do something that's going to infuriate me at first, and then elate me after. He's going to march down into the right circle. He's not going to shoot the puck. Shoot the damn puck. You got a great shot. You got the goalie right there. Shoot the puck. But he doesn't. But Primo really goes for him. He comes out. He's like, I got you. Well, McAvoy goes, okay, you got me. On this side of the ice. Skates right around and dunks it. Get some. Get some! You kidding me? You're not going to stop the Big Mac. McAvoy, you'll see, is also referred to as Little Debbie on this channel now because he looks like the Little Debbie girl. Didn't really put this together. Everyone was saying it in the chat and the live stream. Now I don't even remember who brought it up the first time. I apologize for that. Please take credit in the comments. It's 1-0. Then 45 seconds later, 55 seconds later, Pasta starts with Osterley stealing the puck while the Habs try to enter our zone. A lot of positive stuff to say about Osterley in the highlights. There were some negatives, but I don't have highlights of that. Puck will get sent into the Habs zone. Matheson has it. Pasta skates in with speed, strips Matheson of the puck. Gets down to the right side of Primo. Freezes the defense. Everyone's just staring at him. He's going to go, okay. Zacha is across the slot, tries to feed him. Doesn't work, but Geeky and Zacha are going to battle to recover that puck. They do come out with it. Zacha gets to go around the net and then flick it up to Pasta, who just stayed where he was. Really, he just backed up a little bit, left side of that right circle. He's going to nail this top blocker. Sniperoni and cheese! And it is going to be 2-0 within a minute. Not bad. And then 15 seconds later, 70 seconds of total play time. Kostelic lays a strong forecheck on Matheson again to strip the puck away. Tries to slam it into the crease for a backdoor tip. It gets kicked back out, but Coyle is there to collect on his backhand and go top corner. It's 3-0. 70 seconds. 3 goals. Don't see that too often for this Bruins team. No, you don't. And it is funny because Coyle grabs it, and Kostelic's right there with his forehand. Coyle's got it. Sorry, bud. He shovels this in. Had he not scored there, Kostelic would have been like, my forehand was right. I could have just picked it. What are you doing? But he scored on it. And you can see afterwards, Kostelic was like, they were both having a little joshing around. Who is more fun than us? Who is more fun than us? Teams that win more often. That's okay. Second period starts. 25 seconds into the second. It's a delay of game by Zaddy Daddy. Zadorov's going to send the puck over. We are going to go to the penalty kills. 13 seconds later, McAvoy is going to get a little breakaway. During the PK, McAvoy from the net front tries to meet Matheson with the puck. It's basically a loose puck. They're both sprinting to it. McAvoy from the net front, Matheson from the right point. Matheson wins this battle. But because he's trying to collect the puck after they coincide with each other, Kostelic gets the chance, not Kostelic, Elias Lindholm? I think it was Elias Lindholm. Gets the chance to disturb him further. Rips the puck away from him and feeds McAvoy for the breakaway. You'll notice that Matheson was part of a lot of these. Not great. I like Matheson as a defenseman. He's an offensive defenseman. Either way, McAvoy gets the breakaway. He's going to do just a little inside-outside move, gets Primo moving, gets Primo off of his post just enough that he gets to go around him and backhand it, blocker side, slide it in, and it's 4-0, shorthanded goal. Charlie McAvoy has 2 goals. Little Debbie might just end up
with a hat trick. And we were really rooting for it. 5:42 in. Cofield. This you can't get mad at. You really can't, right? The puck gets wrapped up to the left point. Jack-Eye, which that name doesn't look like Jack-Eye to me, so what are we doing here? But he'll skate this all the way over to the right circle. You know how ignorant that sounds as like an American? Be like, that's not spelled Jack-Eye. It's like, it's not your language, idiot. Sorry, anyway. So Jack-Eye skates all the way to the right circle where he's going to fling this into the crease. He gets to the net front. He's trying to look for a tip, but it goes a little high. Maybe gets deflected on the way there. Gets deflected off Cofield's arm. Goes under the arm of Swayman, blocker side, and it's 4-1. What are you supposed to do about that? They're going to get possession in your zone sometimes. Sometimes they're going to throw it at the net. Sometimes it's going to get a really good bounce. It's going to get past the goalie. That's what it takes to beat Swayman right now. I'll live with that with my $8 million goaltender. I'm fine. We move on, though. And 9:28 left. Hudson trips up Kostelic. Then Jack-Eye blows up Freddie. Scrums come next. After everything's said and done, no one's allowed to fight. If there's one thing the referees truly screwed up tonight, you ignore all the calls or anything like that, the one thing that's truly screwed up, this is a Centennial night, Habs versus Bruins. Get out of the fucking way. If someone wants to fight, this is literally the occasion for it. There is no game during the regular season that makes more sense to just let the game get out of hand. Now look, I want these guys to be safe. I do not want anyone to get hurt or just injured or anything like that. But I think as a fan, you could agree with me, like, if there was a game you were going to let them go, probably this one. Never. And I think it was with intent, too. I think they were like, no, we cannot allow, because we let one go, they'll all go. This was the event. This is entertainment. If the guys are comfortable with it, let them go. Either way, the end of this play turns into Jack-Eye gets 10 minutes. Gets 2 minutes for roughing and then 10-minute misconduct. Kostelic gets 10 minutes for misconduct. He also will get another 2 minutes for roughing. And then it is Hudson who gets the tripping penalty. So we're going to go to the power play. 40 seconds into that power play, it's actually a really bad play by Matheson because they have the puck shorthanded in our zone. And there's two guys who are basically in our slot. There's numbers for a penalty killing unit up in our zone. Matheson wraps the puck around our zone, around the wall. There's no one there. I'm not sure what he saw, so maybe someone can correct me on this. But it turns into a Pasta Marchand 2-on-1. I mean, I have no idea what he thought this play was, if he thought they were even what, but it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Pasta, Marchand. Pasta tries to look him off and then pass. It gets broken up. Pasta shoot the puck. What are you doing, man? Shoot the damn puck. Ah! Anyway, we're going to go to the third period. We are up 4-1 in the third period. We joke about not being able to score at home. Finally, 23 seconds in. And no, you don't get to, you got to be like, what do you mean finally? They scored immediately in the third period. Yeah, I had to wait since the home opener for another goal at home in the third period. Finally, 23 seconds in. A bad play by Newhook as he attempts to pass horizontally through the neutral zone. Koepke just gets to jump in, intercept that, and start skating it down the left side of the offensive zone. Coyle has space in the slot. It's a nice pass tape to tape. It means he doesn't have to reach it back behind him where a player would have had a chance to break it up. Coyle then just gets a dipsy doodle, just a little back and forth. Gets Primo moving again. Kind of a weakness for this guy. And he just gets to go right around and does his patented move he loves so much. Just dunk that blocker side. And that is 5-1. Game's over, right? Yeah, you got basically a full period left, but 5-1. 5-1. Let's not get nervous here. 2:28 in. Another goal that doesn't really bother me. It really doesn't. We get a clear and some pressure on the neutral zone defensemen as they try to recover, but the Habs move it quickly, and they get this puck to Evans, who's skating through the middle of the blue line. He's going to bleed off to the left a little bit, and then fire a very quick pass over to Heineman. His name's not Heineman, it's Heineman. But it's Heine, man. And he absolutely smashes the shit out of this puck. He burns rubber with this one. Hammers this low glove. There's enough movement that Swayman has to do to go from facing Evans over to this. I don't know how you're stopping it. I do think the positioning of the shot itself, Swayman probably looks at it and goes, I probably could have had that. Right? I don't think it's something I'm upset about. I'll leave it alone. That's 5-2. Who cares? They've had one lucky bounce and then another
Really great play. Really great shot. Sometimes those happen. You kind of wish Zadorov got in front of that shot or got a stick on the Heineman shot, but we'll live with it. And then 6:40 in. This one bothers me. Transition offense by the Habs. They walk it down the right side of our zone. Feed the puck back diagonal to Caulfield. Peak gets over in front of him. Caulfield kind of just, I don't know if this is really a pump fake so much, but he kind of double clutches it. Peak doesn't get in on him enough. Misses the poke. Caulfield puts it on his side and then flings this. And somehow it beats Swayman 5-hole. I didn't see anywhere when it took a deflection before it got to Swayman. I saw that it got him in the pad and still squeaked through. I don't like it. I don't think Swayman likes it either. The thing is, I try to get in the mind of the goalie of, people really come at me sometimes I don't like that goal. I think the goalie should have had that. If the goalie would agree with me, that's what's important to me. If that goalie sits there and goes, I should have had that one, Now, obviously, I can't sit there and ask them, but I don't know, if you were in net and you watched that get through your legs, would you kind of be like, damn, I kind of think I should have had that one. I think he should have had that one. It's the only bad goal he gave up in this game, in my opinion, on 29 shots. So, people are really crushing him. They will continue to crush him until he just plays flawlessly all the time. But I can live with that. What I can't live with, it really did bother me. But it's now a 2-goal lead. It was a 4-goal lead. It's now a 2-goal lead with 13 minutes left of the game. That's scary. 30 seconds later, a Brazeau breakaway, stoned by the right pad of Primo. I was like, he's making that save now? Really? Do I have to get nervous? And then, 10-14 left, Marchand goes for slashing. We got to kill a penalty. We do. Thank goodness we do. And then 7:13 left, Hudson goes for holding. We're going to go to the power play. We do nothing with it. And then 2:14 left, Kepke's going to get an empty netter. And Kepke was really good in this game. I think he deserved that. Charlie Coyle and Charlie McAvoy get left on bases. 2 goals each. Neither could get the hat trick. Huge bummer for them. But let's talk about some game notes. This video is a little long. Game notes. That's a much-needed feel-good win against a hated rival in front of a legion of legends. Just a huge amount of legends in the building. That's great. The bottom 6 dominating again. The 3rd and 4th lines are really good. And the defense and details are just getting better every game. And I think Swayman is too. I know his stats aren't going to show a dominant goaltender. One of them's a lucky bounce. One of them's a really great shot. I don't love the last goal. But he is improving game by game. And I'm going to be happy with that. My big game note that's really bothering me, but it shouldn't bother me. It's bothered me all season. Once again, the top 6 still largely outplayed for long stretches of this one. It really does feel like you have one more true top 6 talent. Obviously, preferably top line talent. Then the trickle-down effect really leads to, 3 out of the 4 lines being really good on most nights. Not a juggernaut scoring team, but a team that is effective enough offensively that their unbelievable, unrelenting defense makes it really difficult to beat them in a game. So I keep hearing people ask if we're going to make a change, if Sweeney's going to make a trade to improve the offense. I think we still have a ways to go before he does that. But if the team can string enough wins together here, they're what is it? Under Sacco, they're 4-2 right now. If they can keep that pace up for the next, say, 12 games, right? They go, I don't know what that math is. 16 games? What is? Let's go 18 games. If they can win 12 of the next 18, right? That gets us way closer to the trade deadline, and it's like, hey, this team's good enough. You need to add talent to it. Otherwise, I think they're still a little cautious, especially with their first-round pick, where you trade it, you don't know what's going to happen to this team, and that might be a really good pick you're giving up. So, either way, that's a good win. We can feel good about that win. I feel good about that win. Feel free to jump into live streams if you want to. High-quality inspectors if you want to join the membership group. We now have a private chat in the Discord for members, which is really fun. Go Bees? Yeah, go Bees. Go Bees! And now it's time to say thank you to the high quality inspectors. I appreciate each and every one of you. There's over 100 of you at this point. And I love doing these thank yous at the end, but I think we're reaching such a volume that I have to rethink this strategy because you're all so incredible and so supportive. But this is getting really long and there's got to be a better way, right? But let's start the thank yous, of course, with the top line tier. Dampen, Negev79, Trial Exotic, Jeff McGugan, Brad Yaati, Andrew Peterson, Zenon Noel DeGuy, Donald Shelton, Anakin Palpatine, The Rat 63, Lola Cattingsworth, EKM Productions, Moonlighter TV, Big Bad Bruin, The Bugman, Adam Ella, Jeff with a G, Tommy Braga, Roland 22, GD Viperworks, Len Cruz, Brock Nope, Han Slomo, Coach D, The Atomic Lizard, Bradley Johnson, Brett Arney, Pincent, and Nick Zatrullo. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. You're absolute legends of this channel, and you're very appreciated. And now, of course, to our all-star tier members. Lorenzo Wood, Jake Brower, Penny Pasta, Levi Catalani, Boston Stringler, Bagel, Jacob Pratt, Nightmare Eco, John Kirk, Joel, Heil E. Coyote, Darren Woodbury, Abraxion, Michael DePaulo, Wolf Warrior, Vinny, Adrian Winter, Tupton D. Tashi, Bruin Smash, DeKingery, The Only Newts, A Tasty Snack, Doots42, and Jeremy. Absolute stallions, every single one. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for being a part of the channel. I cannot express my gratitude. Go Bees.